Now, here's another aspect of what it costs to have the gospel and how it's tied to the gospel of your salvation. And that's the Lord lived a sinless life. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 21, it says, "For he made him who knew no sin to be sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God in him." And this was a fulfillment of Isaiah 53 verses 8 and 9. It says, "He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who would declare his generation? For he was cut off from the land of the living. For the transgressions of my people he was stricken. And they made his grave with the wicked, but with the rich at his death, because he had done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth." And as we went over the whole chapter of Isaiah 53 in the last episode, it actually said that Jesus had become obedient to death, and that his soul was afflicted with all of the sins of the people. See, Jesus lived a sinless life. In other words, he didn't sin, not one time. He fulfilled the righteous requirement of God. There's over 600 laws in the law of Moses and in the Torah and what God gave in commands. And Jesus fulfilled all 600 plus laws. He never sinned, not one time. He was tempted in all points, but he never sinned once. And why is that important? It's because it shows that he truly was the sinless Lamb of God. It shows that he was the Lamb without blemish. He was the Lamb that was perfect. See, he had to know no sin. And look what it said. He made him who knew no sin to be sin for us. Now, what does that mean? It means that Jesus was completely innocent. He fulfilled what the first Adam couldn't. He was obedient to the word. He endured the temptation from the enemy. He fulfilled his walk in God. He fulfilled his command from the Father to the absolute fullest. He was obedient to the point of 100%. He did not sin, did not fall. He did not waver. He stood strong. He became sin for us. This means he who knew no sin, he who was innocent. All of mankind's sin was then placed on his back. If you remember the thread that we followed from the garden until the Lord died on the cross, there was a sacrifice. There was a line. There was a theme throughout the scriptures that showed that there had to have been blood spilt from an animal, an innocent animal, a sinless lamb. There had to have been blood spilt for the sin of the people. There had to have been the blood that covered the people for the year. But yet Jesus, he was sacrificed once and for all mankind, all those who would believe. He lived a sinless life. Jesus never committed sin. He was the sinless Lamb of God. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.